Hello, hello. Kollector the Hoardarian here, and I've got a few things to unbox for what I like to call an unboxing. One is a pretty big reveal. I've been waiting forever to have just the opportunity to purchase this extremely expensive bit of tech. You might have a clue as to what that is by reading the title of this here video, but I'm going to open that last because that's sort of the piece de resistance. I do have a few other things I'm going to open, but before I even get to those, I'd like to just showcase a couple of things that I think are pretty darn cool. Coming off the heels of going to the Mad Monster Party, a convention that's local to this area of Charlotte, North Carolina. They actually have it out in Concord, and it's ostensibly a horror convention, but I mean, it has connections to other franchises as well. I think they celebrated the 40th anniversary of E.T., so Henry Thomas there, as well as Dee Wallace. And I think the guy that played the older brother as well. And you could get photo ops, pay some coin for that, get merch signed. So pretty cool. But a couple of franchises were there that made it a must-go for me. I'm a huge fan of the absolute midnight movie, B-movie classic that is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Very fun film, full of just insane practical effects. The design of the clowns is pretty horrific and cool and amazing. I mean, technically I don't really like clowns, but I love this movie. It's just a fun movie. Excuse me. And I brought with me several pops to have signed. And, actually, I don't have the... I also got a steelbook signed. But anyways, this guy here was signed by what I now know they are called the Kyoto Brothers. I always thought it was Chiodo, but they're three brothers that are responsible. I think they started out as puppeteers, and they did the designs and the effects for this movie. And anyways, so they were there, got them to sign this pop, which is pretty darn cool. I got a few other pops of the clowns signed as well, and like I mentioned, the steelbook, which I don't have on hand to show you, but. Another really cool piece. Now I paid some coin for this. I didn't get because I didn't get it when it came out. So on Scream Factory, I think it's Shout Factory's horror line. They had released a version of Night of the Creeps that is an absolute 80s classic. It's almost up there with Killer Clowns. It's just a fun, cheesy 80s horror film, and it's well done. And so in this version that was released with Shout Factory, it came with a poster, it came with like a really cool slipcover that has new art for the collector's edition, and it also came with like this amazing figure, this guy right here. So I believe the actor that plays him, I want to say his name is Tom Atkins, who is like a powerhouse on the classic horror scene. He was featured prominently in Halloween 3, which is notorious for being the only one without Michael Myers. Season of the Witch with all the crazy psychedelic masks and what have you. But he was in that, in Creepshow and Night of the Creeps, which he just plays this hard-boiled cop. It's funny. I don't know if you could see he's got his little Coors Light and I think Miller Light or Miller can of beer there. You got to have his little accoutrements, but he's known in the movie. He says the line "thrill me" a lot, so I thought it was cool that he signed that. I mean, the guy is like 86, so I was like, I must go. I mean, this might be one of the last times that I could get a chance to meet him. I mean, especially if he's coming from points west, like LA or something. Not sure exactly where he's located, but anyhow, all right. So I just wanted to show those off before getting into unboxing some things. All right, I'm gonna start with I think this little guy right here. This is something I ordered off of eBay. I do remember what this one is because I didn't order it that long ago. The reason I'm doing an unboxing, an impromptu unboxing today, is because of the big reveal of the tech, which I will get to last. So now I have I have a friend to thank for getting me back into Game Boy Advance kind of stuff. And so I ordered this game here, Gunstar Superheroes. This I used to own back in the day. This is complete in box. It actually has a little protective case on it, which I think is pretty cool. I don't even think they mentioned they were including that, but it's actually not even a remake, from what I recall. It's made by the wonderful folks at Treasure, who were made up of former employees of Konami and Capcom, I believe. So a lot of really colorful sprite graphics, action platforming, run and gun type of games coming from them. But can't wait to pop this in and play this again. Just a really cool, fun game. All right. I'm going to go ahead and open this guy, which I know what this one is too. Because I think I may have... I was actually quite perplexed about this, receiving this, and I had actually cheated and looked at my email. So I'm pretty sure. Yep. So I actually went and saw this guy in concert. It was an LP of Donnie Benet, Mr. Experience. He's very cheesy. He doesn't take himself too seriously. I mean, he's quite the entertainer. Just a lot of fun. Very channels the 80s. And I adore him. I thought the show was phenomenal. I saw him just outside of DC. Hope to see him again sometime. He's coming all the way from Australia. And yeah, so I don't know, just something to support an artist that I love. Okay, so next thing is from Limited Run Games. So I'm definitely a fan. I know they are controversial for many people. I think people got bent out of shape by the fact that they don't do actual like limited runs per se. They do their limited open pre-orders for several weeks, and I'm like, that just gives people more opportunity. They've grown in popularity. That just gives more people the opportunity to get their merchandise. And I understand it. They're a company, they're a business, they need to make money. When it was limited, they were getting so much ire from people to be like, oh, I had this stuff in my cart and then it was out and it couldn't. Okay, well, you just didn't get lucky that time. Sorry, and then so they try to make up for that and, make a lot of stock available and now they're catching flack for that. So they can't win, I guess. All right, so I've been waiting for this one. This is a beauty. This little game is Infernex. I've been playing this on and off. I have it digitally. I love this cover. It's a throwback to the classic NES days of yore. A good old-fashioned game called Trojan. Not affiliated with the Prophylactic, but it's a side-scrolling platformer, action platformer made by Capcom. It's not an amazing game by any source, but this is kind of an homage to that cover from back in the day, and it's just gorgeous. I didn't know too much about the game when I ordered it originally. I just loved the way this looked. I mean, I'm going to display this. Super cool. But it actually is a very cool game, a very fun throwback. It's Infernex is very much like NES Castlevania, much like the Bloodstained Curse of the Moon series. They have 1 and 2 of that. Just throwing back to the that old style. Now, I also ordered one thing you can do with limited run games. Dang, they didn't include any cards. Sometimes they include cards for you, but sometimes what I do with limited run games is I'll order just like their cases for games, so I can get like the alternate versions that they release to Best Buy. So yeah, just ordered a few of those. They're not too expensive. All right, so the piece de resistance. Oops, my light went out. There we go. And I knocked over a Jenga, if you were wondering what that sound was. All right, so let's get this puppy opened. Curious. Long, rectangular in shape. Yes, indeedy. This is my Steam Deck. You are going places. Now I opted for the expensive one. I think it's 512 gigabytes. Comes with a case. Maybe something different with the screen. But let's open this bad boy up. There's the case. Smooth. Pretty heavy duty. What the heck? I don't know what all this action is. It's like a fanny pack. I don't know. All right. Oh, geez. I gotta open the zipper on this thing. It's like sealed. Let me see if I can. There we go. Make sure I'm not cutting my eye out here. Oh my goodness, this thing is a beast. This is definitely bigger than the Switch. That screen is ginormous. I don't know if I assume it would be pre-charged, but just trying to switch it on now. Doesn't seem to be switching on, so I can't show you what the boot up looks like or anything, but it's got a weighty feel to it, which I love. I've got big sausage fingers, and yeah, it's feeling real nice. Oh, it's even got these little back buttons here. That's a nice touch, and then you got your little, I guess that's sort of a touchpad, and Steam button for going back to, I guess, home screen, and then very cool. Well, very excited about this. Playing my Steam library on the go. I hear it can handle Elden Ring pretty well. It might finally be time for me to go ahead and pull the trigger on that one. So that's it for today. I appreciate you checking in, and I will upload to YouTube as always, where you can see some of my other Kollector the Hoardarian videos. Check me out as Retronathan as well, where I play classic games or games that are fashioned in a classic way, have that same kind of aesthetic. Right now, that's Fridays at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, although that may change, so we'll see. All right, well, thanks again. Excelsior. Stay geeky, and I'll see you on the flip.